Okie dokie, sports fans. We're just a few minutes away from the opening face-off of our next contest between the Medicine Hat Outlaws and the Tri-City Knights. Joey Sutherland keeping you company here for the final four games here today, coming from the Edmonton SAS Center, and we're excited for the action about to take place. Keep it here, and we will have all the action for you. Check test 1 2. That was weird. Check, 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 check 1 2 3. All right, looks like we are just a few moments away from getting to live action here. And we want to thank you for joining us. It has already been an amazing tournament, and we suspect nothing different in these last four games here today. And we hope you are enjoying this. Our venue here today is the Edmonton SAS Center. And it looks like the officials are at the center line. The teams are making their way out on the field. And we're waiting for that opening faceoff. And we're underway. Oh, it appears that the Medicine Hat Outlaws are in the orange jerseys. And in the dark jerseys, it will be the Tri-City Knights. Opening minute of the first period underway. Full screen here, and we have our first stop and play. Waiting for a late substitution. It has been made. And now they're getting set to have the face-off just outside the blue line in neutral space. The face-off is won, and now we are playing again. That appears to be onside. It was intercepted, trying to bring it up the rink the other way. But again, we have a stop and play. The opening minute, a little bit of a challenge to get a rhythm here. But I'm sure these two teams will figure out a way to do so. As the face-off now in the Medicine Hat attack zone. Kicks it out, kept it in, tries to center it. Not much of a lane there, and now the ball is rattling around, picked up, takes a good idea, just putting it on the net, and it looks like he just about put that into the back of the net, but finally we'll be going the other way. Nice battle for the loose ball. Picked up. Brings it into the attack zone, tries to center it. Goes from half board to half board, takes a shot. Goalie gets a piece of it. Scrum for the loose ball, finally picked up by the Dirk jerseys of Tri-City. And now they're in the attack zone. Can they keep possession? For the opening 2 minutes, we're seeing a plethora of changes on the fly. Now back on the offense attack are the Outlaws. Wants to find a chunk of space. It's not there. Now the ball gets dumped out to neutral zone. Intercepted once again by the Outlaws. Tries to bring it in. Gets body contact big time there. Going straight down the middle. Ball goes outside the blue line. Now there's a battle for it. This is, and when I say chippy, I don't mean that in a dirty way, but this game is really starting out with a lot of physical contact. And there's a lot of people, myself included, who prefer this style of hockey. Multiple changes once again on the fly. Loose ball, takes a shot, missed it. Oh, baby, that was Scotia scores! Who ended up putting that one in. That was a great job of staying in front of the net and continuing to chip at the ball and get it past the goalie. But Tri-City gets the first goal of the game. It'll be 1-0. Got to figure out who got that one. Back to live action here. Quickly bringing it back on, trying to get a second goal, and they do! Holy cow, they wasted no time. Less than 14 seconds after the previous goal. Tri-City says, tic-tac-toe, 3 passes, biscuit in the basket. It is 2-1 Tri-City. Both of those goals were, there was literally a scrum of players, and from our angle, it is not able to pick up who got that goal. But very impressed there so far by the play, and that might lead to a quick timeout. Thank you for joining us here. Again, the final 4 games coming to you here from the Edmonton SAS Center. check something with a quick stop of play. All right, here we go once again. 2-0 very early in the first period, jumping out to a big lead. A quick lead is Tri-City, but here's an opportunity for the Outlaws. They have the ball. Cannot keep it though. It goes temporarily out of the zone, back in. Tried to chip for a redirection here. Now it's a loose ball. Great battle for it by players on both teams. And again, this offensive play really hasn't taken much away. The checking and contact in this game has not taken much away from the scoring opportunities. And I have to say also, I've been equally impressed with some of the defense forechecking I've seen. Here comes a face-off. Pulls it out. Centers it, quick shot. Oh, nice stop there by the goalie, but the Outlaws keep possession. Tries to center it up to the point, can't do so. Loose ball, scrambled for, and intercepted finally. I believe that was for Tri-City, number 88, Radanovic. They battle in the Tri-City offensive zone. Behind the goalie, looks for a wraparound, nothing there. Now tries to center it, still can't do anything. Intercepted, back quickly comes the Outlaws. Takes the shot, I'm completely screened by the label. And honestly, folks, can't tell if it was saved or the ref blew the whistle, I'm not sure. Waiting for the ensuing face-off. Cycles the ball back around. Going clockwise. And now it's going to be poked away, intercepted. And another battle for the ball, but it ends up being won by Tri-City on the offensive attack. Oh, had a good look, but couldn't get his stick on the ball cleanly. And now it's pretty much jumped back the other way. But holding on to possession, nice ball movement, takes the shot, shoots! Rebound, miss, still a live action. And it is Tri-City with the ball, loose one. They're gonna keep it though, 3-on-1 if they hurry. Behind the goalie, takes a shot. Nice job there by the Outlaws goalie. Keep that one out of the back of the net and keep the game remained a 2-goal deficit. Tri-City on top, scoring 2 goals in a matter of 10 seconds to take a quick 2-zip lead. Coming up on the halfway mark of the first period. Face-off is won, but the ball's still behind the Outlaws' cage. Tri-City tries to cycle it around, but chipping it away. Now they get it back, take a quick shot. Easily pushed to the side by the Outlaw goalie. Still battling there. And what do we got? A stop in action here. Our score remains Tri-City, the Knights, on top of the Outlaws, the Medicine Hat Outlaws. 2-0 is our score. The face-off, won cleanly by the Outlaws, but they bring it out back just beyond the blue line. Now fired in around the end boards. Tries to keep it in, but I think a stick got on it by the Tri-City Knight. And back they come the other way with a little bit of speed. Had a trailer, didn't see him. Waits for the rest of the team to get up there. Now they're cycling the ball around. but it's intercepted by the Outlaws, and they got to hustle back. What a great job defensively, though, by the Knights to literally dive in front of the man with a breakaway opportunity. Now they take a long shot, redirected right in front of the goalie. Probably the best save of the game for the Knights goalie. And now they're back on the offensive attack, deep in the Outlaw zone. With that stop and play, you're seeing a whole bunch of the Tri-City Knights coming out onto the rink, with obviously the equal amount heading off of the ice or the rink and into the bench area. Face-off is won. Tri-City has possession. They're hoping to keep it cleanly. I think they do. They take a shot, but it's off the mark. Corralled outside the blue line. Who wants it? Yeah, that behind the cage. Now they head back the other way. Still looking for the first decent scoring opportunity here for the Outlaws. They have gotten a few shots on goal, but they were low percentage. They're trying to find some open space, but give credit where credit is due to the Knights. They are just sticking defensively on the Outlaws. Still keeping possession. They just cannot seem to get somebody some open space, they being the Outlaws. And again, that's thanks to the defensive prowess of the Knights. Turnaround shot is deflected, intercepted, and now it's going to be the Knights on the offense. Now it's back to the Knights looking to pad their lead as we're in the second half of the first period. Takes the shot. Did they say that went in? It did. That was an obtuse angle, and somehow the slap shot to the right of the goalie is able to find the back of the net. It's now 3-0 in favor of Tri-City. Holy cow, that was a play that really came out of nowhere. But you can start to sense a little bit of frustration right now from the Medicine Hat squad. They're not playing bad, and Tri-City is playing very good, but they've also got a couple of lucky bounces. Coming back quickly, the other way shoots. Oh! It hit the crossbar, and now it was an opportunity, but it's intercepted. Nice job getting the stick in the lane. Tries to spin around, does so. In the attack zone, passes it up. Wants to take a quick shot on the goal. A lot of traffic in front of the goalie. And it'll be, I thought they were going to hard flush it around the boards. Instead, they pass it back out to neutralize. Now back in the attack zone are the Outlaws. Ever so desperate for that first goal. Long shot off the mark. Now the two teams exchange players scrumming it out. That was something I'm sure the Tri-City goalie didn't like to see. Two players from his team and two players from the Outlaws running right in front of him while the actual ball was possessed by a player at the point. Stop a play late in the first quarter, still 3-0. The Knights of Tri-City on top of the Outlaws, known as the Medicine Hat. There has to be an interesting story about that, and I would love to hear it. Face-off is one, pushed around. They can't hold it. With the live action continuing. Now it's a loose ball, somehow got kicked back out to just beyond the red line at neutral zone. What's going on? And it is a little bit frustrating, folks, because sometimes right now I am losing the goal completely due to, and we have to have it, but the hockey life raising your game is blocking the goal from my angle right here. Stop a play. Now both teams, looks like going to the wholesale line change. The faceoff will be to the right of the Tri-City goalie. In the circle. And there we go, back to live action. Outside the blue line, still staying on side. Wants to take shot, not there. Cycles it back up to the top. Right side flat, takes the shot. What a nice, once again, defensive play to keep the ball out of the back of the net. Combination of the strong defense and the goalie, who's playing very well, seeing the ball well. Faceoff's won. A weird situation. Gets close, takes the shot. Really tough angle, and you can see the back official saying it was tipped. So once again we'll have another faceoff to the right of the goalie in the Medicine Hat offensive zone. They win the faceoff. They're setting up, cycling around, takes a shot. Tough angle, loses it. They go down to get it. Still battling for it, just trying to dump the ball are the Knights, and they are finally able to do so, and then manage the rest of a wholesale line change.
Nice, Gilmore. Far side. Gilmore. Gilmore.
Waning moments here of the first period. Still Tri-City on top, 3-0. The Outlaws looking for the first goal. Now they're getting some better looks here late here in the first period. That's a loose ball opportunity, but cannot cash in. And it looks like it was chipped out and sent away by the Knights.
Well done, Josh. Good work, Josh. He's got a face off in there, so good work, boys. All the way. All the way. All the way. The ball was passed. I got Luca out of the block. Good work, you guys.
The face-off now will be in the Outlaws defensive zone, or you could actually argue it's more into neutral ice. Bringing it up, holding on to it, wants to see a teammate coming in with a head of speed, unable to do so, goes rink wide. It's intercepted. Look at this, folks. 3-on-1. Takes the shot. Nifty stick handling. Tries to make the pump fake and get it by the goalie, but the goalie held strong. Still taking a look at it. Takes the shot. Tripped up as a double pick goes in front of the net. Unable to find the back of the net. We'll have a stop of play, and the score will remain 3-0. Last substitution coming into the game here. Waiting for the face-off. It is won by Tri-City. They'll keep the puck in their offensive zone. Steals it right back, one to shoot it. Great defensive work there. And now it is the Outlaws on the attack into the attack zone. another stop of play. But it is picked up by the Knights. Inside the final 2 minutes, full head of steam are the Outlaws. They would just absolutely love to see somebody get into the slot opened up, but Tri-City has absolutely denied that. The puck all the way down into now the Outlaws defensive zone. Stop a play. We're having a couple of substitutions here to end this first period with Tri-City remaining on top 3-0. They scored the first 2 goals inside of a minute of each other. The faceoff brings it all the way down behind the back of the Outlaws net. They got to waste energy, expand energy going after it to get it, and now try to take their time to just pass it out, where you have to be careful. You don't want that puck intercepted, but you don't want to baby it so much at this point in the game. Watching that bunch come off the rink and into the bench, they did not look overly happy. Lost the ball for a minute. Pick it back up. Another chance here with the offensive zone. But the defense is definitely picked up for the Outlaws, who trail 3-0. They can ill afford to give Tri-City another goal late in this first period. This has felt like a forever for the last few minutes of this first period, just because the flow, stop, start, stop, start. Can the Outlaws get it out of the zone? They do. Finally tries to tip it back into the attack zone now. Brings it up, but the puck is or the ball is intercepted, and it will be possession returning to Tri-City. Under 30 seconds to go now. That's onside. Battle for it in front of the net, looking to get on the goal or get on the board with their first goal in the waning seconds. And did he shoot? Did he score? I think he did. And yeah, they're giving some love there. So very late in the first quarter, the Medicine Hat Outlaws get their first goal of the game and make it a definitely a more manageable 2-goal game as we're just about to expire in the first period. 3-1 now is the score. The face-off is dumped all the way back behind the goalie. They're not, or are they stopping the play, or is that just the end of the period? I believe that will wrap up our first period with the score. The TC Knights on top 3-1 over the MH Outlaws. We'll be right back. just about to start the second period here. Tri-City on top over Medicine Hat. 3-1 is our score. Teams return to the rink. The goalie, the backup goalie, hustling off the field of play. You see the referee getting one last drink of water. All right. Here we go. The face-off is won. Bo had an icing right away. So we'll have an ensuing face-off just 5 seconds into the second period. It's a good opportunity here for the Outlaws potentially to make this one goal game here if they can win the face-off cleanly. But a nice job. They're getting it out of the zone and going all the way the other way by the Knights. And oh boy, looked like that was some contact that might have drawn the ire of the officials, but we don't see anything. And now a hustle back the other way. Can they get the pass off? Tries to dump it in. Will chase it. Takes a shot. Nice shot. Shoots. But saved. That'll lead to a line change for both teams. Waiting here. And we're going to say take two. All right. They boot the first guy. Now they bring in the second. The faceoff, though, once again is won by Tri-City, who leads 3-1. And now they go from the defensive zone to the offensive zone. Behind the goal, fights for the ball, has it. Nice job. Wants to center it in. The goalie holds his position, though. And now it's going to be a turnover with possession going to the Outlaws. The Outlaws, though, take a very long shot with a weird bounce. Loose ball. Brings it, fires it around the half boards. But now Cap in, continuing to battle. There's a lot of traffic in front of the goalie, which is exactly what the Outlaws are hoping for. Fires the shot, loose ball, taps it in. No, it was saved by the goalie. What a great job there. And now Tri-City will go back on the offensive attack, but the ball is intercepted by the Outlaws. A lot of Knights, though, are back in the defensive zone. Outlaws running the ball clean for a minute. Now it is poked away, fired around the end boards, once again up the half boards into neutral area, where we'll have a couple of changes on the fly, and then a stop and play. All right. Again, another offensive zone face-off here for the Outlaws. And they did win this one, but they cannot keep the ball in the attack zone. And the only thing you can say about it is it's not for a lack of effort from the Medicine Hat Outlaws. It is really from the aggressive play both offensively and defensively from the Tri-City Knights. They are an aggressive team. They move fast. They're not afraid to uh, get into a contact game. Now they're on the offense. The score still 3-1. Remember, the Outlaws scored their only goal in the final 10 seconds of the first period. But for Tri-City, they got two of their goals in a matter of 10 seconds. Got the first goal of the game and then just whammo on a scripted play off the face-off, on the ensuing face-off. They just march it down, redirected, shoots, and scores. Another stop and play here. Some more communication between players from both teams and the officials, and now we had another person kicked out of the faceoff. But the faceoff, it appeared to have been won by the Outlaws, but Tri-City gets it back. Now they're setting up here on offense. But coming in and chipping the ball away, leading to a turnover, albeit temporarily. I tell you, folks, there has to be a little bit of, I mean, this is what's going to happen is these games get tighter, but the flow of the game is so challenging because it just seems like go like crazy for 15 seconds and then stop and have another face-off. Go like crazy, stop, have another face-off. And you can just see, and it might be really right now more frustrating for the Outlaws, who takes a quick shot. Nice save. Bringing it up, rink side. Not sure. Trying to get into position. The goalie had to make a nice save there, a fine save there. Dumps it back around, calling for the change. I don't know if he broke his stick, but is one of the Outlaws. And now a couple more on the fly as there's still a huge scrum. What a check there behind the cage. And now it's going to be Tri-City transitioning once again. That's where they're at their best. Running from the defensive end to the offensive end. Looking good. Bringing the ball around. But that's onside. Long slap shot, shoots just off the mark. Oh, baby, he put a little zip in that dude out there. I think that was number 18, I think, Glasgow. But now back on the attack, and oh, that was a decent look. Gets around the goalie. He's able to get a pad on it. And now we're going to have transition again. Holy cow, I just complained that it is no flow, and now all of a sudden we're seeing end-to-end action for both teams offensively, and good defense has kept us from changing the score. 3-1, as you can see, is our score. Tri-City over Medicine Hat. The Outlaws, who trail by 2, had the ball, lost it once again. Long stretch pass, brings it into the attack zone, takes the shot. Holy cow, that was an odd exchange. I don't know if you were able to pick up on this, but as the offensive player with the ball was on the right side flat, getting ready to do a slap shot, the center on the play went down the center line, but lost his footing and slid into the goal, and for all practical purposes, took out the goalie. So now we're going to have another face-off here, now to the right of the goalie, a chance for Tri-City to increase their lead. And here we come back once again. Take it, takes a shot. Oh, just off the mark. Man, it just feels like we're pounding on the ketchup bottle, but once we get it to go, it's going to flow because we are seeing a quick shot shoots, rebound, redirected. Second effort, did it go in? I don't know, but there's a lot of sticks that are up and high. It looked like the Outlaws had a chance to make it a one-goal game. They still believe they did. You see them talking to the official, and the official is taking a look at the goalie there. But it's going to remain a two-goal game. But the intensity is certainly picked up. The, now the referee's coming over. So we might have somebody heading to the sin bin and short a player. We'll have to take a look at this when the opportunity affords itself here. We have a break in the action, though, still 3-1. The Knights over the Outlaws. The referee's still having a conversation right at the center line. Now the players are returning to the floor. And I'm counting. It looks like we're still at even strength, so maybe there was not a power play called. Battle for the puck on the faceoff is won by Tri-City, and now they just lift it and send it past neutral ice, but it didn't have enough for an icing. So now it's the I apologize, folks. Every time, again, like I said, when the ball goes up near the goal, when we're on the left side of the arena, I'm kind of screened out on what happens. And I just hope I don't miss a goal. The Knights keep it in, though. They're still on the attack. Continues to fight for it. Going the other way. Battle around the end boards. Loose ball once again. I'm telling you, I don't think there's an intent at dirtiness, but these sticks are getting high. Another slap shot. Nice save by the goalie. Redirected. Takes another shot. Can't get it in. Loses his footing. That's an Outlaw player who's going to change on the go. But now the officials stop the play with about halfway through the second period. And it's still Outlaws down by 2, 3-1. They are feeling like, what do we have to do? We've held possession, we've taken shots, we've put the ball on the net. Hey, when that happens, you just tip your cap to the goalie, but remind your team to do not stop. Continue to battle it out. 8:19 to go in the second period. Are they still working on an injured player? I think they are. Both teams showing some sportsmanship in class as the injured players helped off the rink. Yeah, still waiting for play to resume here. And here we go, finally one. And they're going to bring it out to neutral. Tries to pick it up. It was about shoulder high, but it's knocked down. And the scrum continues in the neutral zone. Finally brought back in by the Outlaws. Takes a quick shot. Nice job by the goalie of just kind of sweeping it away. Possession remains with the Medicine Hat squad. They continue to battle in front of it. They just got to keep putting it on the net and hope they get a bump, a nudge, a redirection, whatever it takes. But right now, you got to be impressed with the way Tri-City has been able to minimize these opportunities for Medicine Hat. I mean, Medicine Hat has had 7 of the last 9 shots on goal, but still trail 3-1. Here comes that face-off. This time to the right of the goalie. Can the Outlaws take advantage of here? Slap shot. Didn't really have eyes on that one, if you will. Now there's a scrum for it. Kept possession there by the Outlaws. Centers it, but nobody saw the ball coming. It kind of goes from end to end. Wants to get another shot off there. Gets it more towards the middle. Had an opening. Quick shot rebound. Did he get it in? No. Another great save there for the Tri-City goalie. Holy cow. When that fat rebound came off his pad and I saw that ball laying there to the goalie's left, I saw nothing but an open cage from my angle, but none of the Outlaws that were right there were able to get the biscuit in the basket. And the score remains 3-1 in favor of Tri-City. It feels like the Outlaws have had it in their offensive zone for the better part of this second period. Look at that, gets it around the end board once again, wanting to find somebody
Look at
open.
that,
Somebody
around the
really
end
has
board
to
once again, wanting
step up
to
big.
find
I am so impressed with the collective effort defensively for the Knights. And again, I kind of talked about this in the first period. You can see a little bit of frustration from the Medicine Hat squad as they feel like they're playing pretty good ball hockey, but it doesn't seem like any of the breaks are going their way. And sometimes that's just the case. But I also talked about it earlier as well. You keep poking that ketchup bottle, and that Heinz 57 will flow. Now it is Tri-City on the offensive attack, but unable to hold it in. And they don't seem to be as concerned, and why should they? They're on top by 2, 3-1. We are in action, but it's a little chippy on the ends. And look at that, it goes all the way to the other side. I cannot see. It looks like a goal went in. I believe it might be a one-goal game, folks, but I don't know. The ball came up faster than the camera. I'm not seeing a motion for a goal. And yeah, we're just going to get a penalty instead. So it will be a man advantage coming up here. with 4:47 to go in the second period. This is one you get the impression that the Outlaws have to take advantage of. And as I mentioned, to the credit of Tri-City, they've been playing in the defensive zone and tough before the better part of the second period. Now let's see how they do with the PK. As the faceoff is won, and because they can, they dump the ball the other way. There is no icing. But the goalie had to hold on to it. The face-off quickly with the ball coming back to the neutral area, but intercepted, dumps back in. They chase after it, but it's going to be picked up once again by the Outlaws. Trying to play keep away, but it's intercepted by the Knights. The Knights bring it back. Short-handed, looked for a shot on goal. The centering effort is off the mark, and now it's another scramble battle for the ball. Great hustle down there, gets towards it. The goalie just got enough of it there, and now second effort takes a shot. Off the mark once again, going after it, trying to battle hard to keep it in. They do so. That's going to force the Knights to set up into this. I'm going to call it the the 1-4 perhaps. We're nearing the last 3.5 minutes of the second period. The Outlaws start to get a little bit more desperate to just put the puck on the net, which I don't disagree with, but remember, you do have the man advantage right now. Holding on to it, gets it over to the left side flat, waiting for some help, looks for an angle, it's not there, gives it up, takes the shot. That was a good patient look there. That's actually one of the better attempts at a clean shot we've seen this week. Stop a play once again. And now we're back on the ice, getting ready to continue. Waiting for the ensuing face-off. Long slap shot over the goalie. Battle for the loose ball. Offense keeps it in the attack zone. Centers it, not there. It's able to be chipped away defensively. And then another opportunity for a shorthanded. And the goalie makes a big save on the opposite end to keep it a 2-goal game. 3-1 is our score. Late in the second period, Tri-City over Medicine Hat. Face-off is knocked back behind the cage. Picked up, ran with, now wants to push it up the arena. Long slap shot attempted. It is blocked once again. A turnaround sweep shot behind the cage. Maybe a wraparound attempt. The looks like, yeah, the cage is off the base. That's going to be have to be corrected. And that will afford both teams to change out their lineup slightly. Still waiting for play to continue again here. I would love to be on the lapel pin of one of the two referees here to hear what they're taking of the flow of this game. I believe it's technically still Outlaws with possession. Pushes it around, tries to center it, looked to try to make some kind of a backhand sweep shot. It wasn't there. Keeping it in now, actually attacking the zone. Held in, comes it down. There is about every player for the Knights in front of the goalie there, along with, well, it was both referees. The refs, to their credit, are doing everything. I don't believe anybody's playing anything that resembles dirty play, but there is a lot of physical contact, and there are also emotions. So I think the officials, to their credit, have done a good job of keeping this. Final 2 minutes here. Face-off is won by the visitors. Bringing it up for Tri-City. Wants to put it on goal. What we got here. Well, all I can tell you is it is still a 2-goal game in favor of the Tri-City Knights over the Medicine Hat Outwolves. 3-1 is the score. Ball behind the cage. Now they fired up the half court, scrum for it. Interceptor right back, takes a good slap shot, but it was deflected. Oh man, it goes from very slow back and forth for a few minutes, and all of a sudden, bammo whammo, you see some really good hockey for a second. Bring it back down the rink. There is just contact continuously in the neutral zone and in every other zone. This is not, neither team is really giving anybody an open look. Definitely inside the attack zone. Here in the final 30 seconds, this is where the Outlaws scored their first goal in the first period. Passes it up, partially intercepted. Good break there for the Outlaws. Tries to put something on the goalie. And now what do we have? Another injured player. This one is caused, okay, he's being helped up, which is always good to see right away. Nobody wants to see anybody get injured. Again, I applaud and praise the sportsmanship of the two teams here. All right, looks like we've had our final substitution here. The face-off to the left of the goalie. Look at that, tries to center it. Can he get a shot off here? Late in the second period. In front of the goal, lots of traffic, lots of action. And somehow the force field remains intact and the ball cannot find the back of the net, and that might do it here for the second period. All right, looks like there's actually just a bit of time still on the clock. And trailing by 2, you're not going to see the Outlaws complaining. There's the face-off one, backhand. Another job of the people between the goalie of blocking it. Now we have another stop, and I'm confused on the time. I think it is the end of the second period now, and it will be. So our score at the end of 2 is the same as it was at the end of 1. Jet City on top, 3-1. We'll have the third stanza when we return. All right, back we go for the third final stanza here. The third period is underway, the face-off. And a quick, end-to-end action right away to start the third period. Then we have a quick stop and play. You saw a good, clean win on the faceoff, ran towards the goal, and I think it went out of play, but the ricochet, they continued to play on. Now it is an opportunity to add to their lead for Tri-City. Tri-City scoring all of their goals down on this end back in the first period. Ball goes out of play, and we're already going to have a couple of substitutions here. Game-wise, less than a minute into the game. The face-off is rolling around to the far end, tried to clear it to the neutral zone. Gets the shot, takes the shot, gets the change. Now dumping it with a high pass down out of the neutral area. and allowing a few of the players to change on the fly. The last goal we had came with 7 seconds to go in the first period, the one and only goal for the Outlaws. And if you joined us late, Tri-City has the lead thanks to 2 goals happening within 10 seconds of each other. Slowly, methodically bringing it up towards the neutral zone. Is that onside? It is. So once again, Tri-City on the attack. Waiting for this face-off just outside the blue line. Boy, early in the game, this had the making of what looked like was just going to be a track meet in terms of scoring. Nice job keeping it in. Takes a shot, rebound off the goalie's pad. It's still in the offensive zone. Now cleared out to neutralize. Going back the other way with it. The Outlaws with a chance. But they're unable to capitalize, and now quickly the other way come the Knights. We have had spurts of this throughout the game of end-to-end high-speed action. Ball in the neutral zone. Bring it up to just outside the red line. Now into the attack zone. Kicks it back outside, long slap shot. Nice save by the goalie. Not exactly the hardest save he's ever gonna have to make. He saw it clearly, and it was coming from 14 meters. There we go once again. Early stages of the third period. Tri-City up by 2. We're content to have that be the final goal. Takes a shot, rebound, gets a fat rebound opportunity, but can't get a stick on it in time. Now there's a lot of action in front of the Outlaws goalie. Not sure what we're seeing here right now. Again, I wish we were plugged into or had the audio for the referee. That is the one thing that would really help us here is to let you know sometimes when we have a bad angle on what's happening here. But another offensive faceoff. Holy cow, that was swatted definitely with a high stick. Kept in play though by the Outlaws. Now it's being fired by the Knights. Intercepted by the Outlaws. They're bringing it back down, but now it's chipped away and sent back the other way. And I think we have another stop of play. Waiting for play to continue here once again. Games here today, the remaining ones, as playback returns to live action around the end board, sweeps around, still into, takes a quick shot. Oh, great job there by the goalie. He's just able to do the splits and keep that one out of the net. And now it goes back the other way. It is the Medicine Hat Outlaws. And the dark jerseys are the Tri-City Knights. Long shot blocked. Oh, you can see what the attempt was there to try to transition that, and that's exactly what we're seeing right here. Expending just a ton of energy, redirection, scores! And that's a big goal there for Tri-City. That is gonna make it 4-1, where there was a lot of offense for the Outlaws, but they just couldn't get the biscuit in the basket. And that was kind of a broken play, but if you know the sport, you know nothing bad happens from putting the ball on the net. They did so. They lead now 4-1. We're almost to the point of desperation now for the Outlaws, as the Knights had the ball and we're looking for the transition game once again. But another stop of play. Brings it all the way down to the other end again. This is hurry up and stop ball hockey at its best. But again, as soon as I say that, then we're going to have a 2-minute outburst of end-to-end action with great opportunities for both teams. But after the icing, we will take the face-off once again here. Long slap shot. Oh, he got a lot on it. Rebound juice. Good defensive work. Now chasing after it are the Outlaws. Again, there is still enough time for them to come back in this game. But being they've only scored one goal, and that was in the final 10 seconds of the first period, I don't get the impression, unless what was the metaphor I used back in the first period? They can get that ketchup bottle to break. They've been pounding the heck out of it. Long slap shot. It was blocked, tries to keep it in. Nice job, just inside the blue line. Can't see it right now on the line of sight. But it's stolen, restolen. Changes for both teams. The ball now in the Knights attack zone. Now we'll wait for the last allowable substitutions here. We're still waiting for this face-off. There it is. No clean possession yet. Now it's looped up deep down the other way. Can't see who got to it first. Oh, a cross check from behind. No call there. Picks it up inside the red zone. Wants to get it inside the blue. We are just coming in. The officials wave off the icing there. Puts the shot on center, shoot, score! And that's a big goal for the Outlaws. That'll bring it back to a 2-goal game. Trying to see who got that one. Coming at us right now. Let's see if I can catch the jersey. First real opportunity I've had. Looked like it's one of the captains. Or the captain. So That could have been number 16, Mackenzie Fritzler. So now Tri-City's lead is back to 2. Both teams have scored here in the first 5 minutes of the third. And look at this. On the ensuing faceoff, quick action, sends it down into the offensive attack zone. Quick shot. Oh, they got a good look. Rebound, takes a shot. And it's deflected and brought back the other way. Now it is the Knights on pushing it forward. It goes behind the goalie. They scrum for it there. In front, takes a shot. Denied by the goalie, but possession remains still right now. And now it pinballs all over the place. I believe the Knights have it, but it goes behind the goalie cage once again, and now picked up by the Outlaws. That goal by the Outlaws just a minute ago really changed the momentum and the feel for the play of the third period. Because truthfully, folks, it looked like when Tri-City scored that goal, when the Outlaws had the puck, or excuse me, the ball for the majority of the third period, and that the first 3 minutes, and just couldn't get a good shot on goal. Then Tri-City gets one in. You could almost said, all right, stick the fork in them, they're done. But the Outlaws continue to battle, and this is still a game. This is a fun game. Two teams that show no signs of wanting to quit until we see zeros all across. Intercepted, 2-on-1, wants it back, give back, shoots. Nice save, great defensive work. And who's got the ball now? I believe it's the Outlaws. There's another good scoring opportunity there for the Knights. So much movement by the Knights. Do a great job of having several guys always in motion and giving you options, and sometimes tough to see who the main play attempt is for. We got numbers the other way, but it's intercepted right back. Brings it in, left side circle, drops it back out to the center. Pump, fakes, that's 81, tries to pass it down, cannot get it feathered in nicely, and it goes back the other way once again. Stop and play, about half the third period remaining here. Still a 2-goal game, 4-2. All right, you can see now that there's a little bit more sense of urgency here from the Outlaws. Passes it over, one side to the other, long slap shot. I think he was better taking it the other one. Loose ball, scramble for it. There's a couple of Knights with it, but it's intercepted by the Outlaws. Now they kind of force it over the half boards. And the scrum from behind the cage. You can see they want to get it up to the top. That's big number 51 calling for it. Wyward. And now they'll just dump it deep out of play, and we'll have another icing, and play will stay right here. So 6:20 to go. Thank you for joining us here on what has been, at times, it's almost painfully for the lack of a pace in the game, but at other times we've seen some really high energy end-to-end ball hockey. So hope you're enjoying the CBHA's Nationals. We are here at the Edmonton SAS Center, and he gets the shot, and he gets a goal! Oh my goodness, and now just like that, it is a 1-goal game. And I tell you, right now, you can definitely feel the momentum swinging back towards the Outlaws there. I couldn't tell if that was 88. I don't want to say for sure, but it appeared to me that it was number 88, Tyler Stuber. They have not updated the score yet, but it's 4-3. It's a one-goal game. Now there's a battle for the loose puck. Coming up with it, though, are the Outlaws. A chance to potentially tie it. Cuts into the middle, puts it on the goal. The goalie takes a bump, but he holds his own. Actually, the player running across in front of him was worse for the wear. And another reattempt. Oh, the splits and keeps it out. What a spectacular save there by the goalie. All right, folks, I am still not sure on this. I believe the score to be 4-3. We'll have to get a check on this one. I'm going to go here. Stop and play once again. All right, had to send a quick message here as we wait for play to continue. Face-off will be to the right of the goalie. But a nice job winning that one by Tri-City and then just popping it up to the neutral zone. There's a scrum for it, trying to push it back into the offensive area. Instead, it's once again taken away by Tri-City. But it's equally as quick, taken back by the Outlaws. Both players end up on the rink floor. Oh, what a steal there. Just cut in front of Jash, literally taking a slash at the ball, not a slash at the player. But look at this, coming back the other way, the Outlaws. Keeps it to the half boards, now comes towards the attack, wants to center it, nobody there, has to fight to keep possession, tries to center it, somehow goes around the goalie. Back in front, there is so much action and traffic in front of the goalie, rebound, shoots, and kept out again. Holy moly. So another stop and play as we're getting to the final, inside the final 4 minutes of the third period. And what has been a very entertaining third period. It started out at the end of the first, it was 3-1. It remained that way at the end of two. But now we've had more goals here so far as it is the Knights with the lead, have the ball, wanted to center it, nobody was there. Blistering defense right now from the Outlaws, trying to transition back onto the offensive side, but a good job here by Tri-City of literally finding the open space, setting it out, but it's intercepted, coming back the other way. 2-on-3, wants to center it, can't get a piece of it. Too many dark jerseys, and now they're coming back the other way with an opportunity. The ball was kind of partially deflected, and we'll have another stop and play. Under 4 to go in regulation. Tri-City on top. The face-off will be to the left of the Outlaws goalie. It goes behind the cage. The Outlaws have it. And now they're going to push it forward, bring it into the attack zone, tries to center it, turned around, battle for it. Good job. It's still onside. Look at this. A good look. Oh, he didn't shoot it. And now it's going to be intercept. No. Possession will remain with it. Cycling it around from the point. Takes the shot. Missed it. Rebound. Picked up there by the Knights. And now they transition to the offensive side as we're now nearing 3 minutes to go in the game. Outlaws on the attack again. Takes the shot. It was blocked. 2-on-2 coming back the other way. Rifles it at the goalie from an obtuse angle, though. And now there's a battle for the loose ball. Kept alive there by the Knights. Now they actually look like they're on offense here. Do a good job keeping it. Gets by the defender. Jukes around, goes around the cage. Thought he was looking for a wraparound. Now cuts back the opposite way. Cycling once again. Now there's a little bit of a pressure on him. Couple of changes on the fly. It looks right now like, maybe the Outlaws have the ball. It went out of play. Let's see where they're going to have the face-off with about 2 minutes to go in regulation. Medicine Hat Outlaws are looking for some instant offense. They desperately need to find a way to get the biscuit in the basket. I think there was a timeout taken here. Our next game is scheduled to begin in about 10 minutes. So we're not going to have much of a break between games here. All right, about set to have the face-off. Every face-off right now for the Outlaws is so important. Outlaws have it. It was deflected. It looked like it went out of play. Last touch by an Outlaw. But we'll wait to see how the officials saw it. And it looks like the faceoff is going to come to the right of the Knights goalie. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The faceoff is won, but now the pressure comes, not giving the Outlaws any breathing room are the Knights. But both teams doing a good job of battling for that puck. Look at this. But it was, chipped away at the very last second. Again, attempted to be whistled around the end boards, but it goes out of play. And we'll wait for another face-off. This time technically in the neutral area. All-important face-off again. A design play, one, but what do we got, offsides? I believe that was what was deemed. So that'll bring the face-off just outside the blue zone. The blue line. dumping it down are the Knights. Is that an icing? I think it was waved off. Look at that contact. In neutral area. 70 seconds remain. Nice pass. Takes the shot. A lot of traffic again in front of the goalie, but it's picked up by the Knights. They are doing everything they can to protect that lead. But again, back come the Outlaws. Fires the shot. It goes behind the cage. Battle for the loose ball. And again, we'll have a stop and play. Under 60 seconds remaining here. Another timeout was taken. I don't know who called this one. And folks, I can't get the camera quite to hit the scoreboard, but I still believe the score to be 4-3. So with these last moments here of the third, I think the Outlaws are within a strike of tying it up potentially. Here's the faceoff, this time to the left of the Knights goalie. One cleanly takes the shot, a very difficult angle in front of a plethora of traffic, but it's cleared out and dumped down by the Knights, and that'll be another ice baby. So again, every play takes a few more seconds off. Tick tock. Another, it's almost the same place. Deja vu all over again on the faceoff. This time, though, one cleanly by the Knights. Fires it all the way down the floor. Intercepted to avoid the icing. You got to hurry. They try to force it in. Another scrum just inside the attack zone. Kept alive. Look at this. Late trailer. Tries to pull it back. Looks for an open space. Whistles it around. Wants to put it on goal. Takes the shot. Kind of pushed away. And let's see where we are on the time. Final seconds here. Outlaws need a miracle. They got a man open if they can get a shot. In front of the goalie, and that's it. That's all there is. I believe there is no more. The Knights hold on to capture the W, and a very entertaining game. So the two teams getting ready to shake hand here. You see a few